Hey guys, my name's Justin and welcome to Hellsboro, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do too, make sure to subscribe. So I have a very special video. I'm sure you already see it in the title what it is. I am literally so psyched. I have an unboxing today. So I'm gonna stop past me really quick to say that what you're gonna see right now is like a lot of optimism and a lot of like excitement. Just letting you know that's not where we're at right now. So I'll be back. So for some context, I saw this item first on the men's autumn-winter 22 runway for Loewe. That happened, I don't even, way back when, like way earlier this year. Immediately, I was smitten, I was in love. I messaged my SA at the headquarters or whatever for like web and phone orders, and I was like, do you have any information about like, I gave like a short list of items, and she was like, yeah, for sure. This is at the time when like things started going to production, and she had some information. She was like, this will be in production, that will be in production, and one of the items that she said was in production was what I am unboxing today. Fast forward to like maybe like a few months after that, and I messaged her again, and I was like, hey, do you have any information about when, you know, these items may be released? Do you have any info about that? And she was like, well, I don't know when it'll be released, but I have this information, and this information about this. Whenever it's time, let me know and we'll set you up. And I was like, sure, perfect, perfect. Fast forward another few months again, and I messaged back and I was like, hey, do you have any information about this item? I was told it was going into production, and I haven't seen it coming out since I've seen a lot of autumn-winter stuff come out already. And I got an email that's like, I'm sorry, these are not going into production, blah, blah. And I was like, devastated. Like, that was all right before the Barcelona trip. And I was even like, oh, if I go to Barcelona, I can buy these there, blah, blah. Went to Barcelona, ended up finding one of my dream bags. By now, if you follow me, I've already unboxed that, and I'll link it up in the corner. You can see me unboxing my mini Loewe puzzle with the LED lights built in. Fast forward to like, I don't know, last week basically, or whenever this comes out, it'll be a couple weeks by then. I was just browsing the Loewe website. I was like, well, I already bought something nice. I don't need to worry about getting FOMO about like buying something. And then immediately I saw this item was fully just on the website, and I was like, okay, let me like calm down, reassess where I am like financially. Can I like actually make this happen? And I managed to scrounge up enough pennies to like get my hands on it. So I bought it. This box is gigantic. I don't know why this box is so gigantic, because I didn't think it was that big, but I don't know, we'll see. Why don't we just dig in, right? So I'm just gonna oops, just casually like cutting my own throat on, you know, video. I have to say, they taped it up quite well. I don't even know how this opens, actually. Oh, okay, and then on the top I need to cut some tape. I'm gonna hold it up so you guys get the full experience, even though I'm struggling. Oh my god, this is like a really sturdy box, which I'm glad, but like... Okay, so... Ta-da! It's a giant box. And then I have a little... Where's the receipt? That's weird. And then they said they would package all their stuff with festive packaging. And I'm like, okay, so that means pink ribbon and a little tag. So this is a little Christmas present to myself. Let's just call it that, right? So I can feel better about it. Alright, so I'm gonna just take apart all the beautiful wrapping that they did. It's a nice ribbon. I'm gonna save every bit of packaging because I'm a freak. Okay. I'm so excited. I really hope that these live up to all my expectations, or I'm going to be very upset. I really hope that these live up to all my expectations, or I'm going to be very upset. I'll be back. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if all the boxes have that, but there's like a little like ribbon for you to open it up. And then let's do it. Okay. Then here's like the authenticity, and then the actual little tag. And then, oh, okay, so because it's shoes, you get two separate dust bags, I guess. These are big. 1 and 2. Okay, are you guys ready? Because I'm not. Okay. Okay, first off, the smell that's going off, like, right now is amazing. It smells like a new car. I love that, like, you guys probably, like, I'm sure you know what I'm ordered, but, like, this looks like garbage. And it's, like, so fluffy. But then, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I got the Flamenco Bag Boots. The Flamenco Bag Boots. Because, like, when I was searching online, I was like, did they release the flamenco boots yet? You type in flamenco boot, and they have a separate boot that has like a stiletto heel pointed toe, and then has one of these flamenco knots off the front of it. And I'm like, that's not what I want. This is what I want, and this is what I got. And I am so psyched. Let me take out the other one so I can put down the box. Then left and right. Okay. So before I try it on, I just want to talk about like what I love about these so much. It's almost surreal, right? Like taking a boot and turning it into a shoe. I'm almost thinking too, like if I like wipe off the bottom, I could just carry this like as a clutch, you know? Like, does this actually, and it actually works like that. Oh my, I'm literally so excited. Oh my god, it smells so good. I know I'm a freak because I'm like, oh my god, shoes that smell. It's like in a good way, I promise. So I love just the concept of it. I love that it has this like wedge sole. On the website it says like, oh, it's a lightweight, whatever, blah, blah. But like it has a bit of weight, which is good and bad. I think like when I buy chunky shoes from like more affordable places, it's like, it feels cheap, you know? Like it feels like it's just like, I don't know, cardboard. But this actually has some weight, but not too much. And then the material is nubuck, so it's like a buffed leather. Like this is the top of the leather, so it's not like a suede. And that way it's a little bit more resilient than suede. But I don't know if you guys recognize, but like this color is very similar to like Timberland's. So I feel like that's where a lot of the humor comes to, because it's a nubuck in this like camel gold kind of color, but then it's a bag. It's genius to me. On the inside, you can see that the way it actually, almost like a slip-on shoe that is sitting inside of here, and then this external like bag is like attached to the sole and then goes over the shoe. So I'm really excited to try it on. The flamenco knot detail looks a little bit different than how it's on like the actual bags, I think. And of course, like I'm sure it's like, it has to do with like, it needs to be more like sturdy since it's a shoe or something like that. Okay, I'm so excited, and I'm going to be so sad if these don't fit well, and then, or they're like not comfy or something. But okay, I'm gonna try these on for you guys. So this is how they look on. First off, I think they're hilarious. I adore them and I love them. So I ordered my typical shoe size, but then I think I need to size down, because like the way that the inner shoe is, I thought it was going to be kind of like a Vans situation where there's a little bit of structure, but really it's like a reinforced slipper, which is good because it's super comfortable, but then there's just a little bit too much room at the end for my liking. Like my feet are kind of slipping off as I'm like walking and things like that. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to keep this pair, but I will definitely exchange them for my correct size because I do love the look. I'm a little sad that I don't get to like wear these immediately, but when I do get my proper size, I am extremely excited. I just really love the whole idea of wearing a bag on your foot. And I have to say, like, even though these were the wrong size, they're super comfortable. Like, when I said it was like a slipper, I meant that like my foot felt very like free but still secured. I think it has to do with like the way that the opening of the shoe part is, because that part's very well reinforced, and it feels really nice. And they're not very heavy. Like, these look very chunky, but like they said, it is pretty lightweight. I have other shoes that aren't nearly this big that are much heavier than this, so I think I'm thoroughly impressed, and I'm really excited to get my proper one and to be able to give a full review of these. But for now, I definitely think these are sleigh, but spelled like SLEIGH, because it's Christmas. I don't know, hopefully I can get the correct size soon. Hi, future Justin. I have the new size. I know it looks exactly the same because it's the exact same shoe. So I've tried these on, and already like they fit a lot different. There still is a little bit of like a slip at the back of the shoe. I don't think it's because the size is too big, because my foot basically goes to like pretty much the end of the shoe now, and if I went down a size, I think it would be way too small. It almost feels like I'm wearing a pair of like a slingback almost or something, like a mule with like a little bit of like a hold on the back. All right, back to the present, even though I guess for you that was also the present. Anyways, so basically what happened was after looking at the shoes a bit more closely, I noticed there were some defects on it, and I was actually really disappointed at the quality of it. Knife cuts on the back, like Loewe branding on the back of the heel. Part of the construction of the shoe was like coming apart where like you could see construction details that I know you're not supposed to. I was like super disappointed. I started the return process, but then I also sent an email because I was just really like frustrated and I didn't think much of it. I was just like, whoever it is, like the product developers or quality control people, like I just wanted to tell them like the whole deal. Let them know like, hey, like this is what's happening. I'm very unsatisfied with the experience. I tried to be polite because like, you know, I've worked retail before and all that good stuff. So after I sent the email, I kind of like went along. I was like, I came to terms with like not getting the shoes. But then I got a call from someone from Loewe who was like, hey, I saw your email. Like, we're really sorry that this happened. We want to like try to make it better. At first they even like offered like sending me like some free stuff and I was like, no, I don't, that's not why I wrote this comment. I'm not the kind of person who wants to like complain and get like a free like scarf or keychain or whatever that they were trying to offer me. But then she went forward saying like, well, we actually have some of like the women's shoe. Part of the issue was like the sizing was like really off. Like I felt like I'm normally like a 40-41, but then I had to go down to like a 39 for the men's. And she was like trying to like see how we could make the women's sizing work, because sometimes women's shoes are more narrow, etc. I don't know if you are familiar with that. We decided on getting me a women's pair of 40s, and I was like, okay, well if these fit, that'll be great. She sent pictures. She's like, so they are slightly different. They don't have that same like tone on tone on tone of like camel color, whatever it is. And I was like, sure, that's fine, I'll try them on. So she shipped them out and she did like super express shipping to try and get them to me before Christmas. That didn't work out, but I got them like the day after. I was like, you know, that's good enough for me. What ended up happening was, A, the size was too big again. I don't know, these shoes are just big, and the fact that they're like boots, but then they're like slip-ons is kind of insane to me. Like looking in retrospect now. And here they are. So these are the 40s in women's for the Loewe Flamenco Bag Boots. Also in nubuck, but then if you notice, I'm gonna put one down. If you notice, the heel is like this gum color, and then the leather strap is a little bit brighter of a leather, and then of course it's not a nubuck. If you compare it to the men's ones, I think these ones look more like shoes. Like it even has like this kind of action happening, while the men's ones, it kind of was just this full bag, especially because like the sole was the same color as the bag, same color as the flamenco knots, and this one just feels a little bit more like safe in a way. It's super cute, but it's not the look that I wanted. I wanted that like tone on tone, looking ridiculous, like even just the way I'm holding it, like you can see it looks like it's like a boot with like a flamenco opening, and that's just like not what I'm here for. Also just kind of like, why did you guys decide to do a slip-on? I just don't get it. When it's like a shoe that's this big and heavy, like it should have been like an ankle boot or something. Like something to like hold it up. Because then I could have worn the 40s if there was something holding it on. Alas. But yeah, so basically I'm gonna return these, and I guess I just have some money to put in my savings towards a new bag, or my actual savings. That's how the story ends. Boy doesn't get the shoes, which is like the opposite of Cinderella, I guess, or I guess he wanted the girl and the shoes were on the way. Whatever. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, you guys. I don't know, it's like one of those ideas of like something that you want for so long and for it to not turn out perfect. Like you deserve what's perfect, right? For you, at least. So, I don't know, let me know what you guys think. What would you have done in this experience? But that is all I have for you today. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design behind designer luxury. Until next time... They're kissing. Kissing goodbye!